hand on the bar, feet in a first position. Making sure that tailbone is long down to the heels and we're pulling up through the tummy muscles. So strength through the front of the body and length through the back body. Feet in first position. We start with our arm and bra bar. Soften the elbow and draw the shoulder back and down. So we've got lots of expansion through the posture. We're going to take a tangi forward. So we're going to push through the ball of the foot. Press, 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 press. And at the last second, we're going to extend to a sharp pointed toe on the end. And we find the ball of the foot again. And then we push, 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 push into the floor. Kiss the heels together. Again, pushing through the ball of the foot. Shining those inner ankle and inner thigh muscles forward and point. Find the ball of the foot and then press the foot into the floor, keeping the toes back, so toes lead the way this time, kiss the heels together. A little bit faster we go, ball of the foot, push to a point, ball of the foot, kiss the heels, ball of the foot, push to a point, ball of the foot, kiss the heels. Making sure that foot is going directly in front of you, so staying on the same floorboard, push, point, and try and lift up as that leg comes in. What we don't want to do is soften that right knee. It shouldn't have to soften. Ball and squeeze in. Ball and point. Lift the torso, allow space for that leg and point. We go a little bit faster. Push to a point. Kiss the heels. Push to a point. So you should hear a brushing through the floor. We add the arm in. Float through first. Bra bar, making sure the arm does not touch the body. Brush lift. Brush with the arm. For 4, leading with the elbow, keep the biceps switched on. For 2, last one, hold it here. We flex the foot, peel the toes towards shin and press the heel away. So lots of energy, should feel a lovely stretch through the back of those inner muscles. Okay, and extend to a point. Make sure those toes find the floor. So we peel the toes to the shin and extend to a point. It's a flex and a point. A flex and a point. Flex and a point. Articulating through the foot. You have 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Okay, we're going to flex the front foot. Peel the toes to the shin. At the same time, you're going to bend your left knee, so into a fondu position. You want to make sure your knee is tracking the middle toe, and remember the fairy living under your arch, so keep that arch elevated. We don't want to do this, because see what happens to my knee joint, it drops in and that's going to create loads of unnecessary tension through the knee joint. So we've flexed our front foot and we've bent our supporting knee. We're going to point the front foot and then straighten back up. So fondu flex, dig through the heels and point. Fondu flex, dig through the heel and point. And as you're digging through that left heel, you're going to squeeze the left glute. Fondu and dig and squeeze. For 8 and 7. Point. For 6 and 5. Last 4 and 3. Keep shining that inner ankle to the ceiling. Keep your rotation. Lovely. 1 more and we hold. Pulse the knee, float the arm to second. 8 and 7. Digging into that supporting heel. Elbow elevated, shoulder drawing down. You have 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it still. We're going to take tiny circles up and around, up and around, up and around. Tiny circles. Shine that inner thigh forward. Press the heel away for 8. Inner thigh, inner thigh, inner thigh. For 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2 and 1. Straighten and point the toes. Lovely. We lift the leg up and tap, up and tap. So nice sharp pointed toes. That supporting leg is straight. For 8, making sure for 7, your pelvis doesn't tuck under. Want to keep that pelvis still, that tailbone long. For 4 and 3 and 2. Hold leg in the air. Take tiny pulses up. Squeeze lift, squeeze lift, squeeze lift. Breath through the chest. Squeeze that supporting glute. So left glute is switched on. Don't let it switch off. We need it to support the hip. Holding here, soften your right knee. Bend, stretch, bend, stretch. So it's this tiny bend and a big stretch. You're trying to make your leg even longer here. for 8, for 7. Draw the tummy in. If the hip flexor is screaming, bring the leg lower. If you want, and hold. Float the other arm off the bar, balance 8. Keep rotating, rotating through that outer leg. For 3, for 2, and 1. We lower into 4th position. So 4th position, you can either be in a crossed 4th. So we've got our right heel in line with the left toes, and our right toes in line with the left heel. Or you can choose open 4th, where the right heel is in line with the left heel. Today I'm going to do open 4th. I just feel I can get more turnout and it's safer and keep the pelvis long. Okay, sometimes when I'm in closed 4th I can stick my bottom out a bit. So choose which one feels more comfortable and there's more muscle activation as opposed to gripping through the hips. As our arm is in the 2nd position, lifting the elbow, we take a plie in 4th. Now it's a tendency to favour that back leg. Try and keep it equal as much as you can and think about the fairies under your arches. Try not to roll and squish them. Lovely. Dig through the heels and squeeze your bottom. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lovely. Hold the plie position. Tiny pulses down, down, down. Good. Keep that tailbone long. Dig into the heels. Bring your arm to 1st position, 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. We're going to extend our front leg and back leg, and straighten our front leg and back leg, but the front leg extends so we point. So making sure again, the toes are in line with the heel. If you've done cross 1st, your toes should be also in line with your heel, okay? If you're an open 4th, we want to pull in, so in line with the heel. Lovely, then we're going to drop down into our 4th position again, and extend to a point. So it's a plie, push to a point, articulating through the foot. For 6, push to a point. For 5, don't forget about the fairy under the left arch. For 3, for 2, lovely, last one, 4th position, and we hold. This time we transfer the weight forward into the right leg and extend the left leg behind us. Extend to a point, hold here, making sure we're rotating, we're not dropping that knee towards the floor, and we're not over crossing, okay? Drawing up away from the hips with our tummy muscles, lovely. So we drop into our 4th, push to a point. For 8, and 7, articulate, 6 and 5, last 4, remember as you plie, press those knees open. For 2, working our turn up, lovely, we're going to alternate, plie 4th, extend front leg, plie 4th, extend the back, plie 4th, extend the front, 4th, extend the back, for 4 and 3, keeping your shoulders stacked above your hips. Try not to sway the body forward. We add an arm. We bring the arm forward to arabesque line and lift it up to high 5th. Forward to arabesque line, float it up to high 5th. Forward to arabesque line, 1st and then high 5th. You can take a slight back bend if you want to. If you've got any pinching in the lower back, I recommend you don't do this today, but maybe later on. Lift up, plie, high, looking along the fingertips. Option, we're going to lift the leg off the floor, so using our tummy muscles to lift to the front, reach away, lift to the front, reach away, pull the tummy in, remember not to stick the bottom out. For 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, staying here. Tap the floor, lift the leg, tap the floor, lift the leg. Remember, shine that kneecap towards the bar for 4, and 3, and 2. Hold your leg in the air, tiny pulses up, squeeze lift. Now make sure your hips and your shoulders are shining straight ahead of you. Don't be tempted to twist the bar. We should not be facing the bar. Bring that left shoulder forward. Feel that length through the front of your left hip for 3, for 2, and we hold it. There's plenty of pulses. Bring the other arm off the bar. Soften the elbows, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Balance here. For 3, for 2, one more inch higher the leg. Open your arms a second and elegantly release.